Good evening. This is the video newsletter for Buy Sell Short for Tuesday, December 6th. Market's pretty much playing out as we had expected in the Sunday video. We had a nice little rally yesterday, and then, of course, the BS European news started to flow, and yesterday's news was one of the three blind mice, Standard & Poor's, came out and threatened to downgrade the 17 members of Europe, including the biggies like France and Germany, and a nice 100 plus, 40 plus point rally evaporated all the way down to flat. As I mentioned in the chat room, absolute nonsense. Anyone who finds that Standard & Poor's news to actually be news needs to pull their head out of the sand. Absolutely meaningless, as we saw today when the market totally ignored the actual news release and actually ended up with a nice little rally going into the last hour. Volume was extremely low today. Very, very low volume. Half of the day's volume came in the last 45 minutes of the day. Just looking at the SMH, we were going in with 1.7 million shares last hour. We ended up at 5.2, still 50% off our average of late. But, we've got this European meeting on Thursday and Friday, and even though we have news saying that they've come to an agreement, there's going to be rumors coming out as people try to manipulate the markets as they do throughout the rest of the week. But looking at the 15-minute chart, you can see we've fallen into another channel here. Support, let's just say 12K support. We could drop 150 points. I'd be fine on the market. If we look at the daily chart, you can see we're right at that breakout level. And funny enough, and it's no coincidence if you ask me, yesterday we were about ready to break out just like we were back over here, and we get some, stupid Standard & Poor's news out there to hammer the market down. And as the saying goes, those with the money get the ratings they want. And, obviously someone needed to cover their shorts or change their allocations in the debt markets, and we're getting a little bit squeezed. You hand off a little bit of money, and look, you get a nice little press release to knock stocks back. But it didn't have the effect they wanted. Now, the last time we saw something like this was when the rumor about the Italy downgrade came out. Market sold off initially and ended up rallying. So, if I was a short, I'd be a little bit worried here, because as I've been saying, this market is coiled tighter than a camel's ass in a sandstorm, and we get this European crisis out of the way, and up and away we go is all I got to say. Still waiting for that 12,284 breakout. Looking at the SMH, that's, same sort of thing. Volume really has not been there. And what we're really going to pay attention to, though, is the Russell. We're still waiting for that break over the 200-day moving average. We are starting to move into the January popper plays. We're already starting to see some January popper stocks go boom. So we're moving into these plays a few days earlier. Typically next week is when you start to see these bottom and start to run. But that November sell-off, late November sell-off we had probably pushed that up a little bit. What we're going to be looking for, actually, let's jump into some stock plays, and I want to give you an example of what we're looking for on January popper plays. Check out IGOI. These are the kind of charts we're looking for. Decimated over the last couple of months, and then just fat little bounces. And this is going to be a common setup that we're going to see over the next 4 to 6 weeks. But anyway, let's jump into some stock plays. BWEN, the stair-step move continues. We had that dip back to the 20-day exponential on Friday, which we added at 60 cents, and we got a nice break through 77 cents today. Traded as high as 84 cents. Then we had another one of its now commonplace daily drops, but very, very nice chart. 87 cents next, and then that 200-day moving average is still calling us up there. So chart still looks very, very nice. It's just, ride the wave higher. New January popper play today, BNVI biotech play. As you can see, hammered over the month of November on tax loss selling. We've got a nice consolidated bottom here. Volume has slowly been building over the last 3 days. We got a positive MACD cross on the chart today. We have got stochastics coming out of the basement. These are the kind of January popper stocks we like to get into for very big moves. A close above 35 cents, 36 cents, a 20-day exponential should set us free. First target, 50-day moving average up there, 47 cents, and then all the way back to the 60-cent area. RNN, another biotech beaten down stock. As you can see, this stock got hammered back in early November. They had some bad drug trial news, but as I've said over the years, no biotech stock goes dead. These stocks always manage to recover, especially this time of the year. 55 cents is the breakout. We're looking for a move. 60 cents would be the first near-term target, but really 65 to 70 cent plus over the next month is very, very possible on this one on a nice bottomed out biochart. And we're starting to see these biotech plays go boom, boom. And that is exactly what we want to see on these January popper plays. Biotechs leading the spec money. PPHM, this was on the pop scan last night. 50% almost gain today on this one. This one came on news, though, but you can see same sort of thing. Just bled over the last couple of months, and then boom, all the way back, recovers all that bleeding. Today it did it in a day. Some of these pop plays, January pop plays, will do it in a day. Some may take a few days to a couple of weeks to do it, but the inevitable trend is higher for these. ENA. Keep an eye on this one. Really low volume play, but nice bottom breakout action today through the 50-day moving average, through that recent resistance level, and a breakthrough 30 cents tomorrow. Could see a really nice move on this one, especially if volume accompanies it. We've got RSI breaking up through 50. Stochastics look really, really strong. This is one, reminds me a lot of XFN that we looked at, a couple of weeks ago. Sort of similar action, and then it just went vertical and almost tripled over the course of a week. Not saying that could happen again here, but similar sort of low volume walk down on this stock, and these under 50 cent stocks have been hot recently. DHT, January popper play. We jumped into the chat room today, 84 to 86 cents. We were looking for at least a bounce back to the 20-day exponential. Hit it on the nose. Again, look at the chart setup. This is what we're looking to play over the next month. Learn this pattern because you're going to see it quite a bit over the next few weeks. Big time volume reversal on DHT today. We get some continuation. Next target would be 120, 128, and then the 50-day moving average at 146. Nice 25% mover for us one day in chat. Now, quick couple of mention on a couple of plays. TRID. Again, this is one of these stocks that I expect just out of the blue will go kaboom. And we'll be trading up here at the 50-day moving average. Just consolidating. Some of these plays are going to continue to have tax sellers in them, and then all of a sudden you'll see that pressure disappear and the stocks go boom. We're starting to see over the last 2 days a lot of block trades in a lot of these small cap stocks. Typically a sign that the bottom is in. The fools sell the bottom right before the reversals, and we're starting to see that. Quick mention on CYTR. The leukemia big presentation is next Sunday, December 11th. I would expect to see this one start to wake up in the next couple of days. A breakthrough 37 cents will probably be what lights it, so keep a really close eye on it. All the indicators are nicely oversold now, so we are stochastics under 20, RSI coiling under the 50 level. This time we should get a spike up to that 47 cent plus area once the volume comes in. NVIS continues to consolidate. It's getting tighter and tighter here. 47, 48 cents is going to light us. 50 cents is probably where they start to chase. So definitely keep a very close eye on this one. Last but not least, quick mention on HTM. We picked some up today in chat, 43 cents. This one, again, also looks bottomed out. It was trading at 68 cents a couple months ago. Beaten down, and definitely one that could go on a nice little run. Volume has been 2 times its average over the last couple of days, so we could be gearing up for a nice little move on this stock. The indicators are curling around RSI. Scroll down here. Stochastics and ADX throughout this retrace has stayed very, very strong. So, you know, this could be one that could surprise to the upside very soon. Not going to go into all the other plays. We've got still a lot of active January popper plays. Keep a look in your inboxes because we've got a lot of plays coming. Working on the January pop list. Should be out this weekend with lots of new plays. We're going to be releasing them daily, so definitely check your inboxes. If you've got any questions, feel free to shoot me an email. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the chat room tomorrow. And we're still using the backup chat room for the rest of the week until I send out an email saying otherwise. So see you guys in there tomorrow. Good night.